Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to my life. And remember that it is another mind blowing tutorials that we want to share or want to give to our promotion candidates who are going to write the promotion exams this year. And there's another mind blowing area that you need to look at before you go and write your promotion exams. It is very important that we touch these areas before we go and write your promotion exams. Today we are going to be covering a lot. So try as much as possible to be with me or stay with me or stay longer and get the best for me. So tonight, as the topic has been displayed on the screen, so you can get to know what we are going to discuss or touch on. We are going to be looking at teaching styles that work best for students in the classroom. Teaching styles that work best for students in a classroom. That is what we're going to touch on and move ahead to look at some areas that will come in the promotion exams that you need them. Very, very important. And this area too is another area that is also much of importance to promotion candidates. And I've met a couple of questions on this topic that every candidate need to know before they go and write the promotion exams. Teaching styles that work best for learners in a classroom. Very, very important one. And we can also term this topic as universal designed for learning. Universal designed for learning, UDL. Very important topic in the areas that you need to cover or you need to look at before you go and write your promotion exams. Let's jump into it and see these areas. So for styles or learning understanding by learners in your classroom, or understanding how learners learned best in the classroom, drastically improve their learning success. So if you understand how learners learn best in the classroom, you end up improving their learning and improving the learning outcomes as a teacher. So you need to know this. So what are some of the common learning styles that a teacher employs in a classroom to help learners learn best in the classroom? So one of the learning styles is visual learning styles. Two, we have auditory learning styles. Three, we have kinesthetic learning styles. And four, reading or writing learning styles that you need to employ in the classroom to help your learners learn best. So identifying learners' learning preference help them learn best. So as a teacher in the classroom, you need to observe these learning behaviors. Ask learners about what they prefer or what method is good for them. Or you need to observe your learners very well to be able to identify the best learning styles for your learners to get a good results from them. So you tailor your instruction to meet their needs or to meet their demands. It's very important. So we are looking at visual learning. Visual learning. What is visual learning? So utilizing visuals or incorporating images, diagrams, videos, and presentations will help your learners learn best and able to help them improve their learning in a classroom. So as a teacher, you need to use um, pictures, you need to use videos, you need to use presentation diagrams so that learners can see them and remember the concept that you are teaching them. So if you are able to show them pictures, show them visuals or visual aids, they will able to understand your learning concept. So that is one of the learning styles that you need to employ in a classroom. So use visual organizers, concept maps, and timelines to help your learners process information that you have given to them in the classroom. Very, very important. So examples are you can use real world examples or live examples. You can use demonstrations to make abstract concepts more tangible. So you can use real world examples, demonstrations to make abstract concepts very, very easy for them to understand. So it is very important. Visuals are very important, or using pictures, using videos that they can use their eyes to see about the learning concept that you want to employ for them to learn. Very, very important one. Then the second one is auditory learning. The second one is auditory learning. Audio, auditory, using sounds. So engaging auditory learners use lecture. So other learners want to listen what the teacher is saying, want to get information from audios. Discussions is much of importance for this kind of learners. Then music, using music or using sounds, it helps them learn and learn well. So as a teacher in a classroom, you need to employ auditory learning. Auditory learning is one of the best for some learners, not all learners, for some learners. So engaging active listening, encourage students to ask questions and summarize key points. If they are able to summarize, they're able to put learning into perspective. When they're able to ask questions, it helps others to learn and learn very well. So we need, as the teachers in a classroom, to look at these kind of learning styles to help learners learn very well in a classroom. Very, very important. So auditory tools like use podcasts or radio discussions, audio books, music to enhance learning experience of these learners. So it's very, very important that you use something that gives sounds, that produces sound to help your learners to learn in a classroom. So it's very, very important. So using podcasts like on radio or online audios for learners to learn and learn best. Then audio books, books that have been put in a audio form or in a music form will help them learn best. So try to use them. They are very, very important. Then the next one is kinesthetic learning. Kinesthetic learning. Kinesthetic learning. Very, very important one. This one, hands-on activities. Learners need to practice with their hands, their legs. So if learners are able to use their hands to do practical work, they understand the learning concept more, or they're able to retain the concept that you have taught them. They're able to remember, recollect the concept that you have taught them than listening or than using visuals. So their understanding of the concept is based on practical activities, hand-on activities. That is what they understand it best. So engage students in experiment, role play, and a physical activities that involves the learners using their hands, using part of their bodies to absorb the information that you are giving to them. So real world application where they can apply it is very, very important. So you connect your learners through real life situations where they will practically, like you send them to a shop where they can practically use their hands to do something. That one, the concept will stick to their mind than auditory or visuals. So real life application is very important. Then, so movement and engagement. You this one you encourage learners to move and actively participate in the learning process. It's very, very important. So be very careful with these areas when you are going to write your promotion exams. Now, the fourth learning styles that you need to employ is reading or writing. Others also have interest in reading. When they read, they get the information better. When they write, they get learning concept better. So that is why you need to use the marker board or the blackboard. You let them write, or you can use a text, or you can use textbooks to let them write notes in their notebooks, or you let them copy from the white marker board. And when they do that, while they are writing, they are reading, they get concept better than using kinesthetic learning or auditory learning or visual learning. So their learning is based on reading and writing. So utilizing written material is very important for them. So provide detailed notes, handouts, and reading materials for them to help them learn better. So in encouraging reflection, what you need to do to the learners or to help the learners is to use journals, use essays, and reflective activities to promote a deep understanding of the concept that you are giving it to them, or the information that you're giving it to them. They can also use digital tools to also learn, like utilize online resources, ebooks, and digital note taking to help them to learn. So it's very important that we need to employ this in the classroom to help our learners learn best. But as a promotion candidate that you are going to write the exams, there is another area that you need to know before you go and write your promotion exam. That is very, very important. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It's very important that you share and you like. Thank you. We shall meet another time. Bye bye.